Please like, subscribe, and be sure to click that bell button for regular and exciting indie film content and your chance to be the first to engage with the Liftoff Global Network of Film Festivals as we embark on launching the careers of the filmmakers of tomorrow.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. Today we're looking at the Sydney and Melbourne Liftoff Film Festival, and it's the first roundup for the audience round, and the audience round which the festival is currently in. So we'll be looking at the films that are in the first and second position on all of the programmes for the festival. Yes,
amazing.
So I'm Natalie. I will be hosting this along with
Freddie.
Freddie.
Back again.
And the chat room is open, so if you are watching this live and you have some questions for us, throw them in there and we will do our best to answer them as the stream goes on. Perfect. So as you can see on our poster, the event dates are from the 20th of November through to the 18th of December. So this is essentially week 1.5. So we are ready now to take a look at some of the statistics, look at some of the films that are in those pole positions. But before we do that, Freddie, do you want to tell everyone about what to expect as the festival hits into that second, third and fourth week?
Absolutely. Shall we bring it up on
yes,
screen? There we
you
go. Yes. Okay, so yes, last week we had our launch stream. Welcome back if you signed into that. Signed in? It's not signed
Joined
in.
us, I guess.
Joined us.
Yeah.
Yes. Every Wednesday, like today, we have a festival roundup live on YouTube here. Yesterday we had our script focus group.
It was brilliant. It was so good.
Yes.
So many screenwriters tuned in from all over the world, but mainly Australia, to talk about their projects and what they're hoping to do with them. So it was great.
Amazing, yes. Film focus group is not today. That has been moved to next week, Monday.
Yes, that's it.
And on the 6th of December, as planned, the online networking event on Google Meet. From the 19th December to the 27th of December, we have the network round, where you get to watch and vote on the movies, the films
that have made it through from the audience round. So the audience round is what we're currently in, and that's running up until the 18th of December. And as Freddie just said, from the 19th, you'll have 1 week to watch the top films that the jury have put through and the audience. I know it's over Christmas, but we're hoping that there'll be a little bit of time for people to sit down and watch these films. It isn't based on any further votes. It's just if you want to partake and give feedback to the filmmaker that is sent to them, it is our jury that will officially have the final say on the films that are the overall winners. And when are we announcing the winners?
On the 29th of December, we'll be
Perfect.
announcing the winners.
So we'll be back in between that tiny little break from Christmas on the 29th to announce the winners. And then the festival will move into the winners section, which is very, very cool.
Yes.
All right. Perfect. So just to recap how everything works. So as a ticket holder, you will have to place your votes in order. So you have to place 2 votes in order for them to count. When you buy a ticket, there is a link in that email that you are sent in your receipt. That link will take you to the voting page. And as I mentioned, you have to vote for your 2 favorite films. If you only vote for 1, it will not be counted. If you vote for 3, it will not be counted. So you have to vote for 2 of your favorite films. Once we have received that, you'll be notified, and then your scores will be added to the poll, and that's how we gather the information for these live streams as well. If the films that you have voted for do finish up in first and second place in the audience round, it will then move into that network round, which is what we were just talking about.
Yes.
So just to mention then, alongside that, our jury are also watching everything as we speak. They're going through every single program, all of the 5 programs, and they are also choosing their top picks, which will then also go into that network round. So there'll be a mixture of the jury and audience, and from there we will pick the winners.
Yes.
All right. Should we find out a little bit more about the programs and statistics?
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's have a look.
Take it away, Freddie.
So first off, we have the Sydney local filmmakers. We have had 131 playthroughs of films of that particular branch of the Sydney local filmmakers. Mainly from the UK and Australia, and we've already had 26 votes.
Wow.
From an audience of 27 just in 1 week. That's amazing.
And when we'll be back here next week, all of this will change. Even the host will change, which will be very exciting. But all of this will change as we look at the votes and see how it matches up against the films. Do you want to announce the first film?
So, the film with the most votes so far is Agent Billy the Commando with 8 votes.
8 votes. Wow.
By director Teve Yannick Alex Ndongba. Please let me know if I have butchered that name. From Sydney. Agent is about a trained agent who is going all around the world in mission to do justice. That's what the logline says. Absolutely watch the film. It's our number 1 trending film in Sydney. Second one is Unfinished Business with 7 votes by Maddie Phoenix, also from Sydney. Unfinished Business is a 12-minute short film aimed at children set in the magic realism genre. It's about a 13-year-old Indigo and her best friend Connor do help each other to get out of the past and to learn to live life to the fullest.
Thank you, Freddie. Let's move on to the next program. So the next program we're going to be looking at is the local filmmakers from our Melbourne page. We've had 443 playthroughs across this page, so that's huge numbers to begin with for this first week. We've got 6 countries currently watching this, including audiences from the UK, USA, Canada, Belgium, and obviously Australia. We've had 36 votes in, and we have an audience of 69 at this moment in time. But like I said, everything changes within the week. So let's find out who the first and second film are. So the first one is Forsworn. This is on 22 votes, which is huge. The film behind that is currently on 5 votes. So there's already a big gap in between the first and second place. But let's see, it does all change very quickly. So Forsworn is directed by Courtney Wagner from Australia, from the Gold Coast. Princess Allura has some reservations about inheriting the throne. Her reservations are often quelled by her guard, Bryn, who promises to support her through even the toughest of times. But after Allura's betrothal, hard to say that word, I'm sorry, becomes imminent, the girls must decide if their feelings for one another are to be acted upon before it's too late or extinguished. There we go. And a nice period drama there as well.
Watch that one. It's a very nice film.
There you go. The next film that we have is a music video. It's called Savage Honey, Moon Love, which is on 5 votes. This is directed by Jade Higgs from the USA. The USA? I'm not even reading it. From Australia. Savage Honey is about to play a show at the bar when it all began. The place where Don saw Savannah for the first time, where part of him wishes he could stay forever. There is only one problem. He's late. And there we have it. That is a roundup for the Melbourne Local Filmmakers Shorts programme. Do you want to take away on the Judges Select?
Absolutely. We have lots of films in the Judges Select shorts, and we have had 237 playthroughs of films there so far. That is from 4 countries, including Denmark and France. We have had 20 votes from an audience of 34. And almost half of those votes went on the first placed film in that category by votes, Lucid by Chase Bowman from Australia. When a restless young woman finally gets to sleep, she's met with confronting and alluring imagery. But will she be able to wake up before it's too late?
And there's the lovely poster. I'm so sorry I didn't click it.
Yes,
but we've had
just here.
There it is.
Yes. Then on second place, we have 3 films tied. No, we have 4 films tied on 3 votes each. That's the way around it was. We have Garage Sale by Josiah Maione. Hello Muscles by Marnie Baxter. Solitaire by Tessa Tam. And Where You Guys Headed by Jackson Phillips. Will be interesting to see next week which one of those
has slipped up in the ranks. Absolutely.
Ranks.
We've got a really nice comment here from a filmmaker in the chat room, Anna. It says, at my early studentship, I fell in love with the Australian climate and accent. Afterwards, I got to know writers from there, and even my marine film received a diploma from a local film screening, which was all based on surfing, which is very cool.
That's great.
So thank you for sharing your story. Okay, we're going to move on to the new voice shorts. So let's take a look at some of the statistics on this page. Again, we've had a really high number of playthroughs across this program, with 414 so far. 9 countries are watching this page, including Japan, Brazil, and India. We've had 34 votes in, and we have an audience around 36. So the first film I'm going to mention here is called Smartphone Users Anonymous, which is on 5 votes. This is directed by Maddie Phoenix from Australia. 2 films, Maddie. You're doing very well in this little roundup that we're doing here. The logline for this film is, are you using your phone or is it using you? My name is Maddie and I used to be addicted to my smartphone until 6 months ago when I swapped it for a Nokia brick. I'm sure I had one of those growing up, so I know exactly what you're talking about here. Welcome to Smartphone Users Anonymous, where we discuss our relationship with our phones and whether they're doing more harm than good when it comes to our connection with the world around us. If this sounds like a film for you, then definitely go and check it out. The next film I'm mentioning here is Red Velvet, which is on 4 votes. It's a film from Mexico. It is directed by Rodrigo A. Rodriguez. Karina, a violinist, is a talented woman who dates Matthias, a chef specializing in making cakes and cookies. He makes her addicted to the recipes using a special ingredient. And there we have it. Let's take a look at the final page.
Final page is the features. In the features, we have had 131 playthroughs from 10 countries. That includes places like Indonesia, Colombia, and Mexico, which we haven't seen before in the other pages, which is great. Love to see that. We have had 15 votes so far from an audience of 16.
Good. People are
That's great.
using it right.
Yes, people have opinions on the films they're watching. It's always great. And our number 1 film by votes is The Last Song, with 3 votes, by James Bro from Australia. I hope I pronounced your name correctly there. Stephen Stewart, known throughout the Pilbara region of Western Australia as number 2, is the head lawman and senior elder of the Nyangumata traditional owner group. We follow his life over the past century from his birth to now. The film looks at the adversity and obstacles Indigenous Australia has endured over this period, as number 2's life intersects several significant events. That sounds like a great film, like a great story to follow and to highlight. Thank you so much. We also have 7 films tied on second place. We're not going to tell you which ones. They all have 2 votes each. But tune in next week to find out.
Exactly. We're hoping they're going to be jumping around a little bit by the time we get to Wednesday next week. And like I said at the beginning, it does change rapidly. So it's exciting. So do stay tuned for that. And thank you for those that have been watching this stream. We will see you next week. If you enjoyed this, later today we have another stream where we'll be looking at the audience choice winners from the Hollywood First Time Filmmaker Showcase. We'll be screening their films and talking directly with the directors and teams behind each project. That starts at 3 p.m. UK time. So see you soon.
Yes,
Goodbye.
See you next time.